If then, war now. Imagine your mom is a famous movie star who everyone loves. She gives you a huge allowance and gives you all sorts of help, and you're like, that's right, everyone, that's my mom. But what if one day she tells you she can't afford to help you anymore? She's all like, honey, I know you need the allowance to survive, but I lost a lot of money with my last movie deal, so I need you to pay me now. And you're like, okay, Mom, yeah, whatever. And you keep calm and let it go, 'cause you figure she will too. But she doesn't, 'cause for the first time in her life, she's actually doing what she said she would. Now, you can't even get your favorite coffee colada because you have to pay extra for the plastic and the coffee, even though we all know coladas don't have real coffee in them. And your mom continues to restrict your epic independent teen life by making you pay for everything from notebooks to birthday presents that you make for her. Eventually, you get so sick of it, you stop giving her birthday presents and buying coladas. That's right, you mean business. But instead of conceding that she's being stupid, your mom gives you a babysitter. A babysitter. Next, she takes away your phone and tells you you can't see any of your friends, but of course you do anyway, and together, you and your friends convince your mom to emancipate you, and you do your happy dance. Now, if you don't have an imagination and you can't picture that story, go open your history textbook right now, because it's all in there. Except for Duncan. Unfortunately, coladas were just too cool for the 1700s. But basically, you just heard about the Stamp Act, Townshend Acts, and Intolerable Acts. During the Stamp Act of 1765, the colonists were being taxed without representation, and Mother England gave them no power. They were taxed on every paper product and had to receive a stamp as proof of payment. England was trying to increase wealth after tolling wars, but colonists thought it was just treason. They rallied in the streets, sent representatives to England, and formed the Stamp Act Congress in New York. A year later, the Stamp Act was repealed, but on June 15, 1767, another act was passed. The Townshend Acts taxed necessities like glass, paint, and tea. Also, it prevented the New York Assembly from functioning until the Assembly gave supplies to British troops. The Townshend Acts were supposed to be better because they were external tax, which meant they taxed products coming into the colonies. But colonists still had no representation, so they rebelled with boycotts and the non-importation agreements. Finally, the British abolished all but the Tea Act, which was the act that led to the Boston Tea Party. The Boston Tea Party led to the Intolerable Acts. Britain passed the Intolerable Acts on March 31, 1774, to try to squelch colonial rebellion. They closed the Boston port, reduced assembly power, banned town meetings, and prohibited colonial courts from trying British troops. The Intolerable Acts were the last straw to the colonists. They formed the Continental Congress and, 2 years later, declared their independence. Although life after the Revolution wasn't perfect, at least the colonists could finally strive for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happy dances.